Welcome in. This is The Painted Peach by Mary, and I'm so glad you're here today. This is Stencil Sunday, the very first Sunday of each month we do this playlist, and I'm so glad you decided to join me today. Check out all of the ladies or gentlemen in the playlist and see what they have for you today. All they have to do is use a stencil of any kind, even homemade if they choose. I'm using a piece of scrap wood and a couple of stencils from Chalk Couture, and I'm going to create a sort of scrapbooky looking background on each side of my board. Right now I'm starting with some acrylic paints, and I'm trying to get more of a vintagey looking background. So I'm kind of mixing platinum white and some um, kind of a darker brown in with it, and I just keep doing that until I get the color that I like. I don't want it to be too white or too brown. I just want it to kind of look like it's worn out. Once I get the desired look, I come in with my brown and I kind of go around the edges and get those a little bit more distressed. I also go back over the top a little bit and smooth it in just to make sure it all blends well, and that way it doesn't look like I just slapped some paint on the edge. I want it all to look natural. Now we're moving right along, and we're going to use this wording stencil that I have. It's part of a 4-piece set of a stencil. I have no idea which stencil set it is, but Chalk Couture has a lot of these that you can get 4 pieces, and they have all different kind of designs on them. And this is a piece of one of those that I have lost the rest of. I'm good at doing that. And I'm just using regular acrylic gold paint from Folk Art, and I'm using a squeegee, and I'm going directly onto it all over and just making sure I get my excess off. And you want to make sure that you clean your stencils really well after you use them when you use acrylic paint, or they will not be reusable. Once I get that on, you want to make sure you dry it really well. You don't want anything to be wet. You want it to be nice and dry and cooled before you same color we used on the wording, and we are going to go over this flower pattern with the gold. Once we do that, we'll pull it up, and then we'll use some acrylic paint to paint in the design. This gives a type of watercolor look to your stenciling, and it's just an added touch to make it look a little bit more painted instead of stenciled. This is a good time for me to tell you about my co-host, Christy from Funky Junk Inspiration. If you have not checked out her page, please do so. She's a great friend, a great artist, and you will not be sad that you did. All right, we are making sure that our ink or paint or paste or whatever you decide to use on your project is good and dry before we move on to the next step. The next step, I decide to use my palette knife, and I am taking some red acrylic paint that's mixed with a little bit of black, and I am just putting it in the design of the flower pattern. You'll do this in all the spots that you want the red to appear. I love creating with this technique. It gives it so much more dimension and character, and I just think it brings a different kind of touch to your art. I'm also going to add a little bit of black into the center to make the flower, have some different coloring to it, and on the outside as well. And I'm just going to continue on doing this for the rest of the piece. Once we finish that up, we will then make sure that everything is good and dry, and we will then put our stencil back over the top and go over it again with another acrylic paint. You want to make sure that your stencil is lined up as good as you can get it to where you had lined it up before. If you're a little bit off, it's okay. It's not a big deal because this is art, and a little bit of imperfection is not so bad. Sometimes it makes it look even more appealing. I'm just wiping it down just to get it good and secure, and I'm going back over it with a little bit of gold. I had to get some more gold out on my palette over there, and we will see how this looks in just a moment. The peel and reveal is my favorite part of the stenciling, and you know, if it isn't perfect, you can always redo it again. It's not a big deal. And here it is. Now I noticed that I don't really care for the area that is all gold over to the side over there, so I'm going to dry it up and we're going to continue on. I went ahead and cleaned up my stencil and I'm lining it back up again. We're going to make sure we press it down good. And then I decide, no, I'm not going to do that. I get out my black acrylic marker and I start doing some outlining with it. I think if I add a little bit of black in some of the areas, it will stand out a little bit more like I want it to, and it won't be so much gold and red. So that's what I end up doing, and then we'll use the stencil again. I decide I want a little bit of dark wax also, so while I'm thinking about this gold situation, I go around the edges with my dark wax and get it a little bit more vintage looking. So this dark wax is from Kills and I got it from Amazon and I truly love it. It doesn't get too terribly dark and you can wipe it back really easily. Here I'm going around the edges with the gold and I wanted to go ahead and get those done. I'm still kind of contemplating the front of it, what I want to do. So I decided to go ahead and finish the rest and we'll go back to that. Sometimes with this kind of art, you just kind of have to step away from the stuff you don't like and finish up some things that you do like. All right, so here's where I decide I'm coming in with the red again. So I'm going in with the red on this other flower and I'm going to add it down here at the bottom and all around this flower so that we can get a little bit of red in there. I'm going to do it the same way I did the other flowers, and we're going to try to get this so that there's not such a big blob of gold over in that corner. I decided not to use the stencil back over it. I like how it ends up. I just kind of add a little bit of black in the middle and a little bit of gold, and I go with it. Then I move on to the next side once that side is dry. I'm going right in with my stencil, my flower stencil, and we're going to add that straight on to the bare wood of this side. I'm using acrylic paint again, and we are going to create another pattern. I chose red to do first, and I like how that turned out. The peel and reveal, like I said, is beautiful as usual. Then I step back and I'm thinking here, you know, because that's what I do a lot. You can see me just sitting, and I'm deciding what to do next. I decide it needs more red. So I come in with red and I fill in the other flower stencil patterns. The red that I'm adding is a little bit lighter than the red that I stenciled on, so you can tell the difference in between. I also add in some gold detailing here uh, around just to outline it out and add a little bit of shading here and there. And I do this all around so that you can see different areas of the flower. And then I come in with my gold and I paint the whole background with the gold color. And now it's time to lay the stencil back down and get it lined back up so that we can go over it once more. Once we get it all scraped on there and scraped off the excess, we peel and reveal, and this is what we have. I'm really loving this, but I feel like it needs something more. I'm going to make sure it's good and dry, and then we're going to add a little bit more of a paper, scrapbook paper-like touch to this floral design. I start out by just choosing words that I want to add on here. I thought that I just wanted a few words, so I placed a word here and there and I added those on. But then I quickly realized that I did not want that look. I wanted the words over the whole thing. So here you see me adding a few words on, like devoted and I think I put lovely or something like that. And it just was not pleasing me. So you'll see me go back through and just lay the whole thing down and add it over the top of everything. I ended up loving the way this turned out, much better than just a random word here and there. And I felt like it made a really good background piece for scrapbooking and such, which was my intention for this piece of wood the whole time. Me and my friend, my sweet friend Corey from Creative Roots Art, we have a business and it is called the Artist Lounge Collection. We also have a podcast called the Artist Lounge, but we have recently started up a printable line that is prints from our hand painted artwork. So this will be in one of our collections. The front and the back of this will be a part of a collection, and so be aware, be ready for that coming soon. So here I'm adding that dark wax back in on this side as well. I just love the dark wax. You know, you don't have to do this part, but I feel like it adds the vintage look to it, which is what I was going for. And for um, paper printing, of course, it adds a lot of details into the print itself. So we've got that all complete, and we're just going to add a little bit of shading onto the different areas of the flowers themselves. And I believe that we are finished. This is the finished piece on this side, and here is the finished piece on the other side. I love them both for different reasons. And here is different views of them, and this is the prints coming out of the printer. Just for an example of what we do, we make them in rice papers as well. You can buy them digitally or in rice paper form. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you'll join us again for Stencil Sunday, the first Sunday of every month. We'll see you then. Go check out that playlist, and as always, stay peachy. See you next time.